announcing how they've got people all over the area, and that we should be concerned because they've got people all over the city watching for us. We also recently just found out that there's neo-Nazi propaganda being
drama will kill. I've said that to myself many times. The devil's taken advantage of me many times because of drama. I used to be led by my emotions. My emotions would deceive me, lead me in the wrong path, and drama just blows everything out of proportion until you ruin stuff in your life. Drama. So, well, I got a lot to share. I'm gonna bypass some of it though. I just want to say, like, props to USA. There was supposed, before I get there, there's supposed to be a group, strong militia group that is connected with a lot of guys in the USA, Patriots, who are also connected with guys who are serving in the United States military and the police force, who want to actually protect the people even against a tyrannical government. I think that's beautiful, and the more I learn about the states and about people in the states, I scream in my heart like, USA, USA. I'm very impressed with what I see. To see real patriots, to see people that, like, they don't just honor their heroes of the past, but they actually want to emulate that. And I give props to anyone here that maybe you might be like, whoa, a little too much Jesus and stuff, but you have patriotism within you, that you want to stand on guard for your country, that you see Canadian flags flying, and then you see communist other flags flying, and you want to stand for the Canadian flag. I mean, if anyone has shared the anthem, you know, "O Canada, God keep our land, glorious and free, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee," and you're not standing on guard, it's being hypocritical. I had an argument with someone that's very close to me, just pointing out that, okay, that's good that you're playing in life. And yeah, you worked hard for those stuff in life. But at some point, you become a traitor to everyone who has suffered and is currently suffering to give you the freedoms that you have, to give you the opportunity to play and to work hard. So it's really big on my heart to encourage Canadians to stand on guard. There was a point in, actually, you know, and there's a group that was supposed to back us up, going back to that, and it's a little bit like Braveheart. Battle lines were set, we're waiting for our friends to show up, and they don't show up. So I just hope that the future doesn't work that way, that we can find unity and cohesion and communicate clearly whether we're going to support each other or not. Encourage whether you are hardcore, seemingly, or you're in the churches, whatever, don't just let it be a social club. Don't just be a play group. Like, if you're not trying to affect society right now, you're in a delusion. You're playing games until things get worse, and you might be surprised at the end result. Get involved right now in society. When I was in school, I have remorse for what I see here. It's a lot of manipulation has been done to our culture, to our society. And when I was in school, they just started with, and I grew up on a farm, so maybe I was like back in the day a little bit. Maybe in the city it was worse, definitely Toronto. But for me, it was only as far as trying to label kids with ADHD. You have attention deficit disorder, hyperactive disorder, Jesse, and you probably should be on medication, and all this sort of stuff. And these labels, trying to label me with this is your disorder, this is your identity, that's why you have issues, there's something wrong with you. And as I absorbed that, I started to consider, well, I guess I am different than people. And the more I heard a quote, what gets your attention gets you. If you're focusing on different issues you have and focus on you, what gets your attention gets you. If you're in trouble, kind of messed up inside, and all you're focusing on is your problems and your disorders, it's gonna get you. And that hyperactive attention disorder turned into me full-blown convinced I was bipolar for a year. And I was taking 15 of these True Hope pills a day, 15. So I was losing my mind, and thank God He loves me, and through miraculous situations He rescued me from that situation. But my point is that don't let society tell you this is who you are and this is what's wrong with you. I even thought with the bipolar thing, I guess it makes you kind of special. But if it's a negative thing, it's a negative thing. If you've been given some identity that it burns your conscience to walk in that, and you give it some identity that it's not, you know it's not healthy and natural, then don't shake off that identity. It's not you. Don't focus on identity. What gets your attention gets you. Get your attention on Jesus. Get your attention on those things that feed life. Again, I see a lot of those who oppose us, they're just focused on everything negative, hatred, anger, and then such vulgarity on the internet, such viciousness. Like, give your head a shake. Think, what are you involved with? You got the mass, you got these flags, and you're calling people fascists. And like, I mean, calm down and think with your mind. We are standing for what Canada was, what Canada is. That's not fascist. That's because we don't live in a fascist nation right now, and we're standing for what Canada is. It's the opposing groups that have been brainwashed to try and change Canada. And back to the U.S. I want to go for a second. I'm wearing this flag also because it's like, when I was growing up, I was seeing that U.S. was like our big brother. At least that's the way we communicated in my school. That U.S. had our backs. China don't mess with us. Other countries don't mess with us. If there's a world war, we got Big Brother have our back. That's what I was taught. Now we're being taught to have enmity or dissension or hostility against the states. It's like we're doing a video for Trump. And we had a Canadian, U.S. flag, and they're like, oh, that flag's not very popular here. We got all this hostility. U.S. is our greatest ally. So, just want to say that. God bless all my friends that are in the U.S. that are taking a stand, because it's just beautiful to see a nation where the people have some fight in them. They don't just give over to people who are making laws that are treacherous. They're these traitors making laws against the foundational laws of the country. Thank you. Yeah, and I just encourage, I hear a lot of Christians and Christian pastors. Some of them aren't even teaching bad stuff. Some of them are teaching good stuff. Congratulations on teaching good stuff. Stories after stories after stories, where people come from all over the place. Just the world is overwhelming them with all these lies and accusations, and all this darkness is pouring in, and Trudeau trying to piss off the states and stuff, and giving millions and millions and millions of dollars twice, 94 recently, to fund abortion in the Congo, and just like, what the heck is going on with this country? And then we go into the churches to get our marching orders, and we hear nice stories. I mean, give me a break. Here we are trying to stand for Christian laws, and Christian laws, Christian country. We should be faithful and honoring to those who have suffered to give us the freedoms that we have. And, over here, thank God. Thank you for finally taking. Oh, there's the white supremacy. Or they switched it. White supremacy posters. I mean, doesn't that make us look so good when you got white supremacy posters and you see there's like Iraqi Christians here, and there's like guys from all over the world here, and you got white supremacy signs. Like, at what point do you start thinking, maybe someone's tricked me, maybe someone's duped me? Okay, we have a heart for you. And I made a point in another video that, like, for me, from elementary, junior high, high school, I was always the one defending those being bullied. And you can have your hair dyed, piercings all over, and that's not me. But when people are bullying you, I'm smashing those guys. And now I see this group that tends to have that identity, that tends to be bullied and picked on. I see this group getting a little bit of strength, and they want to be more vicious than any bully that bullied them. More vicious to people, without even justification. Just a mob mentality. I'm
telling you, I don't want to talk with you. Listen.
It's cowardly and it's hypocritical. It's like the person that was molested and it grows up and he's a molester. It's like the person that was beaten and grows up and he starts beating. Anyways, God bless you. And like I said, I was reminding you, You told me I had ADHD. What gets your attention will get you. Next thing you know, you think you got bipolar. You focus on bipolar, you're gonna start getting a little schizophrenic. You're gonna start losing your mind. When that starts to happen, if you don't have ears to hear now, when that starts to happen, cry out to Jesus. Because a radical and powerful encounter with the presence of Christ can clean your mind, transform your mind, clean your heart, heal your heart, and give you some sanity. You can open your eyes, it can set you free. Jesus saved my life. I could cry, I could speak and cry for days. How beautiful the presence of God has been in my life. He's rescued me and saved me. We want to rescue and save you guys from these betrayers of Canada.